Mind your language, a short guide to HIV and AIDS slang. All right, okay, here we go. Here we go. I love HIV slang. Oh, this is Zimbabwe. I don't care. What? HIV is often spoken about as a thief. If you are HIV positive, people might say you've been mugged. That is, that's a little weird. All right, okay. In Angola, they say contracting HIV is like having stepped on a landmine. They also call it little bug. In Kenya, a euphemism for HIV is the worm. In Nigeria, they call it, excuse me, grave, or sickness of this generation. In Nigeria, specifically in Igbo, they call it 5 and 3. 5 plus 3 equals 8, and 8 sounds like AIDS. That's so convoluted! Oh, that's... That's like some 88 is Heil Hitler nonsense. Fucking, do you got the 5 and 3? Wait a minute, why is AIDS so common in Africa? You shut your whore mouth. Also in Igbo, they call it sickness that ends in death. Well, not anymore, so you should be okay with getting it. In Nigeria, spoken in Yoruba, they call it a curse or a sickness without cure. In Nigeria, where they speak pidgin, they call he who carries the virus. And in English, in Nigeria, they refer to HIV as he intends victory. That reminds me of all those guys that are just like, yeah, I'll give them the AIDS because that makes me feel powerful. What a crock of shit. In South Africa, for the Xhosa and Zulu, they call it playing the lottery or won the lottery. Also, they call it stepping on a live wire. Contracting HIV is like stepping on a live wire. In South Africa, in English, big guy? They refer to it as buying a house in Vereeniging, which is a town about 50 kilometers south of Johannesburg. It refers to someone suspected of being HIV positive. Hey, yo, I hope you buy a house in Vereeniging. If you want to know why Africa has so much AIDS, look up Bear giving African HIV-infected blood packs. I'm sorry, what? Bear being like the aspirin company, but also, why were they giving HIV-infected blood packs? What the fuck? Also in South African English, it's called driving a Z3, having 3 kids, or the 3 letters, all refer to the 3 letters in the HIV acronym. If you are suspected of being HIV positive, people say God is tracking you. I'm actually going to bring this up on screen since I'm reading a lot. God is tracking you, so you can be called a tracker. In Tanzania, in Swahili, it's called standing on a nail, a euphemism for being skinny or small enough to fit on a nail's head, referring to the AIDS-related weight loss. You know, maybe that's what we should do, right? Like, if when you get AIDS, you have weight loss. Oh, this just sounds like a program that Oprah should sponsor. Let's be honest here. Who needs Ozempic when you can just get AIDS? After all, it's no longer a death sentence. Naturally occurring genocide. Contracting HIV is like stepping on a live wire. The bug. Slim, euphemism for HIV/AIDS in Uganda as a result of the weight loss. You have been waylaid by thugs. Don't they know that that's racist? The AIDS diet has been a thing for a while. There ain't no way. If I had someone knock on my door, right? Like, let's just imagine I have like ballooned into a ham planet here, And it's like a globalist walks up to my door and they're like, you must choose which you will now speak to your audience about. Will you choose the AIDS diet or the tapeworm diet popularized in Southeast Asia? I think I'd take the tapeworm, Chad. I'm going to be real with you. Like, eventually they can take the tapeworm out, but I'm stuck with AIDS forever. And people, women, literally swallow pills with tapeworm. Hey, this man's pointed it out after I said it. The options are AIDS or cardio if you want to lose the pounds. This man forgot the tapeworm! I stay with my coffee. God, I love coffee. That's a special flavor. Is South Park the cause of that? I don't think so. Usually stuff that happens in South Park is satirizing things that already happened. Big Pharma has no reason to cure diseases. They make money by creating a lifelong treatment rather than a one-time cure. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Tapeworm diet has been around for a while. It indeed has. It indeed has. Zambia says it has lit up, refers to a positive reaction from an HIV test. Thing that makes you thinner and thinner. Zambia using the Bemba language. Those that suffer from the germ, and razor blade, referring to a person being thin. They have a lot of slang for AIDS. I don't know if there's like specific African American slang. Like he or she is on a treatment program, beaten by thieves. Abbreviation of Mukondembera epidemic. He or she is drinking mangai, boiled corn seeds, which represent antiretroviral drugs. How do boiled corn seeds represent the drugs? Are they small and yellow? I've never seen HIV antivirals. We should clash body positive activists with HIV activists. Everyone wins. Oh my god. Slang for AIDS, Oprah fan. Thank you for the 2. Joshua Fernandez. There was a kid named Ryan White who was bullied for getting AIDS from a tainted blood transfusion. The students and parents and even the teachers made his life a living hell. His family had to move to Indiana because of how bad it was. He died before he could graduate. We should destigmatize AIDS for the people who get it non-sexually, which is what I've been saying this whole time. That's what I've been saying this whole... If you've gotten it through literally no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stigmatized for it. But I don't like grouping in the degenerate sex freaks who get it that way with people who did not choose to have it. What's worse, AIDS or herpes? AIDS? I wouldn't want herpes either, but AIDS is definitely worse. Bellicrack, thank you for the $10. Moses slew OG, king of Bashan, and half of Gilead, the last of the Rephaim. The Israelites slew him and all his people, even the women and children. The harem ban forbid them to be spared. I don't know what I just read. I have no idea what you've just said to me. And a bad omen for relatives. A Zimbabwe in English, red card, go slow. TB2 refers to the high rate of HIV and TB co-infection. You tell me tuberculosis? Inshallah. Slang for ARVs adapted from Mitsubishi's RVR sports utility vehicle. They have a lot of slang for this shit. Literally a lot of slang.